Hey guys, this is Graybeard Gaming, and we're playing Asheron's Call today. We are currently in the Tusker Abode, and that is just a dungeon that I am currently fighting in just to kind of gain up some levels. I am only picking up a few things here and there just to kind of, have a little bit of flexibility of trying to pick out some new armor. Not sure why I'm picking up the Tusker heads, but you know what? I am. I'm not really looking for anything in particular, but these articles of clothing seem to hold a high value, and I figure, why not sell them? Earn a little extra cash, and all while we are in the process of killing Tuskers. Eventually I'll pick up their tusks, which are worth a set amount of experience unless it is a higher level ones. Then they are actually worth a percentage of your experience to your next level. So it is always good to continue to try and pick up tusks on a daily basis, especially when you're on the new level side of things. Right now, I'm leveling at a fairly fast clip. I don't want to turn my speed too high when it comes to these, because it will burn through my stamina entirely too quickly, and I know I don't want that to happen. One thing I am doing is just kind of continuously increasing different stats. The reason that I'm increasing these stats is to make sure that I am able to continue to improve. As you can see, I mean, I am increasing my health by 10 and my stamina by 10 every chance I can. That's going to go a long ways to keeping me alive long term. Things like this ring, it's got a high arcane lore activation, but for my level, I'm not going to worry about casting spells at this juncture. We'll eventually get there, but if I can get armor that casts most of the spells I need, then that is probably the best way to go. Like this mace here is a lightning mace. I'll pick it up because it is something that I am wielding as a mace, and it just makes sense. Yeah, but we're going to continue on through this dungeon, and hopefully we can find where the tusks are at. I do want to continue to level, of course, and the next thing I'll do is, I don't want to become encumbered, because that also lowers your ability to attack, fight, keep your stamina at a higher level, and that's not necessarily a good thing. But as you can see, I am quickly leveling. Once I get to 25, I can go into a new dungeon. It's a higher level. I'll probably stay here, I believe, till probably close to 30. That ought to allow me to get my coordination, strength, heavy weapons, and melee up to a decent level. So, this is something I've been waiting to find, is some decent armor as well. It's important to make sure that you are well armored. You just want to make sure that you are taking good care of yourself. Make sure that you are protected. need to identify that. I also don't need that up there right now, so I can see better what's surrounding me a little bit better. A lot of these dungeons, it's been years since I've been in this game, so these dungeons, it's all going to take some time for them to, you know, the knowledge to come back to me and be able to run through these and just say, oh yeah, that's right, I remember this. That's going to take some time. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. I'd prefer to continue to collect Ulthoi armor. That's the ideal armor that I want to work with, just because it takes less effort to buff. Its coverage is good, and as far as armor in this game is concerned, it actually probably looks like some of the best armor in the game. I do like plate mail, I do like the chain mail. Those are probably, you know, my three favorite. Keldon or Seldon, I don't know how it's pronounced, but that's also pretty cool. And that actually is another one that I do enjoy using. It's just hard to make it look good because most of the time it's not going to match because it's got veins in it, and you're looking to match the vein colors, and that's really difficult. And as I fight my way down to the bottom to get the tusk, then, you know, once we get to that point, everything's fine, and we're able to fight our way through on this dungeon without really any problems. So we'll just take a peek at these corpses and see what they have available on them for loot. Oh! As you can see, I don't have the jumping skill to get back out of this, which is fine. I mean, I can stand here and try my best to you know, the attempt I was trying to make was on that guy there. I was hoping that they would all jump down, but that's not to be the case. And sometimes, you know, you can get some of these things, like your jump skill, you know, you can make that relatively high, but it's only gonna help if you can get up there high enough, which I cannot. So it looks like I'm just gonna have to go back. And we will once again go down into the depths of the dungeon area here, which is just kind of so you know where we're at. This is a portal room. Is in the facility hub. So if you were to click on that facility hub, then it would take you to the portals. And then you just have to find the place you're trying to go. And for us, I mean, we're just kind of going straight into one room here to fight the Tuskers. And this will take me up to my next level, which will be fine. Should only take me 4 or 5 of these to hit level 25, and then I can quickly and easily move on to the next. So yeah, I'm officially level 25 now. I can recall back to the facility hub, and then I'll go into the next level up if I so wish, which I probably will, if I'm being honest, because we are maxed out really as to how quickly we can level up in this dungeon. And one thing I would like to do is I'd like to change my pants and possibly my gauntlets, because my current gauntlets are only, well, they all give me good buffs, so I'm going to just leave them on for now, and we will jump up to the level 25 dungeon. I'm not really worried about getting tusks right now. I will eventually, but for right now we have no reason to worry about them. We're going to go into the Tusker habitat. I do want to make sure that I am ready to enter it in fighting mode, because if you're in peace mode, there is a good chance that you will find yourself in a pinch when it comes to making sure you get safely to the next spot. As you can see, I am taking damage from the Tusker Liberators, and it's perfectly fine. I'll probably level relatively quickly with these guys. They are providing me with a decent amount. Actually, I think the previous dungeon I was getting better experience, but I am trying to work my way up. I think I was getting about 45,000 per kill. I'm still getting about 45,000, so I guess it's relatively close. Essentially, it's 10, and we move on to the next level every 10 or 15 Tuskers. just going to switch over and continue to increase our heavy weapons. I think that's going to be the next thing that we're going to focus majority of our experience on, is just getting our heavy weapons to 250, because then we can get upgraded weaponry, and that's important. The higher your weapons, the your weapon skill, the better your weapons you get. So we want to get to that point too. I've always liked fighting the Tuskers because for the most part there's not a whole lot of magic that happens in here, and so you are essentially you're not getting debuffed, and that's when, you know, when you go through a process of getting, you know, debuffed, then you really tend to run into situations that are not good. You set yourself up to be, you know, harmed much more frequently, and sadly it takes its toll on you, especially if you get a buff that slows your quickness or your strength or your coordination, because that, especially coordination, because that goes to both your heavy weapons skill and your melee defense. So when you do hit, you know, a debuff, you can really find yourself in a bad spot. There is another maze, which is good. We're trying to collect some different variety of weapons because we are dual wield. And we do want to make sure that we are fighting at our optimal, and I do want to continue my dual wield improvement, because that will ensure that, you know, I'm hitting better with my offhand. And we are actually, I believe, closing in on one of our destinations as far as getting our tusks. So I'd say about another 5 tusks or tuskers, and we will hit level 27. Maybe 6. Remains to be seen. Always looking for new weapons, though. Fire works best against tuskers, and then after fire it is I believe piercing, if I remember correctly. we now need to hit about 20 of them to get our next level. Which is fine, we'll get it. And like I said, once we hit our next, I think it's 10 more, we'll be able to wield a better heavy weapon. So we are going to continue to try and attain that, because that's also important. Yori is another nice armor. I forgot about Yori. I always liked it. It looks pretty sharp as far as armor in a game such as this with these graphics can look. But we will head over here, and I can't completely remember if this is where they have the tusk in this room or if it's in the next room. But I figured we'd get to the tusk and then we'd call it an episode, move along to the next episode, a couple days, and go from there. Okay, so maybe it's not this room. We'll see. I feel like it's got to be pretty close. We don't need a shield. We don't need Covenant. Covenant actually looks really cool, but unfortunately, Covenant armor offers such difficult requirements to even wear. Level up with this kill, and then hopefully we can do our last 10 to melee defense here, or I'm sorry, heavy weapons very, very soon. I am just trying to pick up some higher value things because I do want to start earning some extra money so that I am able to because I do want to be able to I suppose the thing I need to do is be able to pay my way through the game when I get certain levels and things like that. Then you're going to want to start buying some armor and weapons, and you can trade with other players, and that's the thing that I'll be having to do eventually. Is I want to be able to make enough money to where I can trade with other players, buy the weapons that I can't find on my own, buy the armor that I want and need, and yeah, we get to that point, and then it's getting, starting to get expensive. You can also, in this game, you can, buy a villa, buy a cottage, buy, just have an apartment if you wish, and nothing wrong with any of those options. They are there to give you a place to store stuff, a place to hang your hat, all that. So, yeah, just trying to figure out where I have been, where I haven't been. And as you can see, I took a little bit of damage there because I was in peace mode. So once you get into combat mode, you're a little bit better protected. And again, we'll pick up another sword. It's good to continuously build up your weapon repertoire. Don't know where we are as far as our level is concerned, but we now have a skill of 250, which means we'll be able to get better weapons. There we go. We're getting some better weapons on hand already. Yeah. See what we can find. This should do it. Alright, now we're at 29. So about 17 more and we'll be at level 30. sit there and fight tuskers at all times. I would like to get to a point where I'm also fighting Bolthoi, and I mean, Lugians are fine and everything. It's just they can be a bit, it can be a bit boring after a while. Tridents are cool. Alright, now you can see I have reached a point where my weight is quite high, and it's not really the best thing. So yeah, we are at 105%. So what we'll try and do is we'll go back and we'll try and raise our strength, just kind of lower our yeah, now we're at 102, which is still a little too high, but it's better than 105 or 107. We just have to keep an eye on it and continue to pump that experience into that. So I think it takes an increase of 2 to lower. Every time you want to go down by 1, you have to increase it by 2. And it's good to see where our buffs are currently at, which, we will have to eventually address that as well. So, but we have leggings now. We have everything that we need to just kind of continue on. And 2 more, and I will be able to level up again. I ought to level up with this guy. Which I did. I wish I'd found the tusk. But I mean, that's okay. If we don't find the tusk, I mean, we'll be all right. We can just set that down. That's probably going to drop our encumbered burden. That was worth 6% right there all on its own. And for every 3 that we raise our strength and coordination, we are also going to be raising our heavy weapons by 1. And same for strength and coordination and quickness. For every 3 we raise those, we increase our melee defense by 1. So just something to always remember is, if you are worried about being able to raise one thing or another, just keep in mind that things raise up using other attributes other than just trying to raise it up by only using your heavy weapon skill and your melee defense, because other things will help that. So if you're increasing those, just keep in mind that eventually it will increase in other ways. I do want to find a town crier, because I believe that's the only way I can get rid of some of the armor that I am currently wearing. And a lot of armor carries spells, so keep that in mind as well if you decide to play, that your armor carries spells, and it can also help you out. They're buffs. Sometimes they're majors, moderates, minors, which would be a minor is an increase of 5 to a specific thing. And then they also have like epic and legendary. So just keep those in mind as well. They can be very, very helpful to you. And when you're picking stuff up to sell, just keep picking up stuff that's light. My recommendation has always been, try to stay in that less than 100, more than less than 100 burden, and over 10,000, and you'll make money pretty quick. Alright, well, I think what we will do is filled up my pack. That was the problem. Alright, so what we'll do is we will head to the marketplace and go from there. But I suppose, guys, I am level 30 now. There's no reason to kind of keep you guys here any longer. It's been a 40-minute video anyway, so I just want to say thank you for coming along with me. This is Graybeard Gaming. We've been playing Asheron's Call, and hope to see you guys next time. Have a good one.